Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing the 50 random facts tag because I thought you guys would like to see this. You guys often say you want to know more about me and things like that, so I thought I would do this. If you do want to know even more about me, I guess you can check out my vlog channel. We vlog almost every day on there, so you can definitely learn more about me there. And if you do watch my vlog channel already, you may kind of hear some repeats in here because sometimes I forget like what I share on my vlog channel. You guys can probably hear my dog walking around. Can we go outside, Appa? Here. And I don't know about you guys, but I love watching these videos. Like, I've been watching these videos of even people that I don't even like watch on a regular basis. For some reason, I just think it's really interesting, like learning people's quirks. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and dive right in, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So number one, I am always early, like always early. And if I'm like running late, I get super anxious. I even get anxious when I'm on time to things. Like, I have to be early. And if I'm not early, I'm like super early, like embarrassingly early. My two favorite vacation spots are Maui, Hawaii, and Disneyland. So my whole entire life I've had straight across bangs, and I actually had them from the time I grew hair to my junior year of high school, and I never grew them out one time. I had straight across bangs like my whole entire life. So I would like do that curl under thing that was super ugly. Oh my god, it was so ugly. I can't even look at pictures of me like in high school because I'm like, why did I do that to my hair? Why didn't anybody tell me that that was so ugly? I was a really late bloomer, and by the time I was a sophomore in high school is when I kind of finally like developed but I was always really skinny, really scrawny, really short, and people always would ask me for child's menus when I'd go to restaurants. I was always just a really scrawny kid and really tiny, and finally, like I said, my sophomore year I blossomed, and when I came back to school my junior year, everybody thought that I got a boob job. I am not a very good housewife, and by that I don't mean that I don't take care of my family. I totally take care of my family. I cook almost every single night, but I'm not one of those like housewives that can like cook a turkey, cook a pie, grow a garden, clean the house, and I don't even know what else. All that kind of stuff just didn't come natural to me. I do not have a green thumb. I could not grow a freaking zucchini if I tried. I am just like not like that at all. I kind of just do like the basics, and that's about as housewifey as I get. Hopefully I can learn more as I kind of grow a little bit older. I have a gut of steel, meaning I never get sick. I can eat pretty much anything I want, and I never get an upset stomach. And me and Travis will go out and eat at the same restaurant, and he always gets sick, and then I'll never get sick. I just never get upset stomachs. My two favorite foods are macaroni and cheese and donuts. I could eat macaroni and cheese and donuts every single day for the rest of my life and never get bored of it. Me and two of my cousins were born with a birthmark in the exact same spot on our lower, I think, right side of our backs. When I was little, me and my brother both had chameleons, and I named mine Reba and he named his Garth. One of my biggest fears is sharks, and when I was younger I used to not be afraid of sharks at all, and as I've grown older, like I don't even really like to get in the ocean and swim just because I'm so deathly afraid that a shark is going to come and attack me. I have horrible taste in movies, and I always get made fun of for it, and I don't know why. I will be the first to admit I totally have bad taste in movies. Like Hilary Duff movies, I am like on that like there's no tomorrow. Like I will find it on Netflix. Any action movie that gets like a low rating is like my favorite action movie. My first major in college was apparel design, and it was at Oregon State, and I did that for about a year, and then I did apparel design or merchandising management, and then after that I did cosmetology at a different college. I have one allergy, well actually I have two allergies, but I have an allergy to sugar snap peas, and whenever I eat them my mouth gets really itchy, and I can't eat too many because it just gets my mouth really itchy, and I'm afraid something else really bad is going to happen if I keep eating them, but they're so good and I always eat them anyways even though they make my mouth itch. I have hay fever really bad, and I get really bad allergies. I have a double cousin, which means he is related to me on both sides of the family, so we have the same grandparents on both sides. So basically we have the exact same family tree on both sides. So we're about as close to being brother and sister as we can possibly get without actually being brother and sister. And what's really funny is actually me and him look quite a bit alike, which is funny. I mean, it's not funny, it would make sense, but we do look kind of alike. I have to have caffeine every single day, even if it's just a little bit. Like literally my day is not okay if I don't have caffeine. It just feels weird. Like I either have to go to Starbucks, or I have to have a soda, or I have to make drip coffee in the morning. My two favorite colors are yellow and deep purple. Except for the thing is I don't like to wear those colors or decorate in those colors. They're just my favorite colors like to look at. I am obsessed with the X-Men movies, and I wish so bad that I was a mutant. Like every time I watch those movies I get depressed that I don't have mutant power. When I was young I used to call my mom MOM. When I was younger, my favorite actress was Christina Ricci. I loved her, and whenever somebody would ask me who my favorite actress was, I would always say Christina Ricci. I loved her in And Now and Then. That was my favorite movie when I was younger. Favorite movie of all time. And Casper and Addams Family, I just loved her. I thought she was like the best actress of all time. When I was little, I actually took piano lessons, and I only took it for like 1 year because I hated practicing so much, but I wish so bad that my mom made me continue doing it, because I wish I could play the piano now. Like, I wish I would have stayed with it so bad. I could watch reruns of Sex and the City, America's Next Top Model, and The Hills all day, every day. They're like my favorite show. I hate being the center of attention. I'm one of those people that if all eyes are on me, I just get really nervous. Like baby showers, wedding showers. Don't get me wrong, I love like having baby showers and having wedding showers and getting everyone together, but it just makes me all nervous when like I'm the center of attention. Like birthday parties and stuff, I just don't like it. I'm not funny, and I try really hard to be funny, but like I just don't have a sense of humor. But what's funny is like I laugh at people a lot and I find other people funny, but when it comes to me, I'm just not funny, and I'm not witty either. The only time that I'm ever funny is when I make faces, which you guys aren't gonna see any of my faces, but my cousin thinks I'm the best at making faces. When I was little, I wanted to change my name to Alice or Violet. My high school AOL Instant Messenger screen name was Sunpissed3953. And if you know what Sunpissed is from, then comment below and let me know. Because if you know what Sunpissed is from, then I'm like instantly your best friend. When I was little, I fake cried through Titanic. Me and my friends all went there for a birthday party and watched it in theaters, and every single one of my friends were crying, like bawling their eyes out. And I felt really stupid because I wasn't crying, and I felt like I was like heartless. So I pretended to cry through the whole movie. My favorite ice cream of all time is chocolate chip mint, and I could eat that. Like, that's the only kind of ice cream that I ever want to eat. Yeah. I would much rather be in the city than the country. There's just something about being in the city. I like having people around me and being able to people watch, and I feel too secluded in the country, which is weird for somebody with such an introverted personality. But I just would way rather be in the center of a city than in the country. I was a huge pansy and didn't get my ears pierced until I was in college, my freshman year. And literally probably like a couple months later, I got my nose pierced like right after that. So it goes to prove that getting your ears pierced is not that hard. So if you don't have them done and you're debating, just go do it. It's literally nothing. I have bit my nails ever since I can remember, probably since like the age of 9. I just can't stop. As much as I want long nails, it's just not gonna happen. I am a die-hard No Doubt fan, and if I could meet one person on this planet, it would be Gwen Stefani, and everybody knows it. I love journaling, and I journal all the time. I have like regular journals, I have art journals, sentence a day journals, goal journals, positivity journals. I've always been a major journaler, and it's always kind of been my release. Like if I'm upset or mad, I'll always just go and write down my feelings, and it literally makes me feel so much better just writing my feelings down. I have like a million journals, and I don't even know what's gonna happen to them when I die. I'm actually kind of nervous. Like, I don't want people to read my journals. I am incredibly cheap when it comes to fashion, and I never buy designer pieces. I can't bring myself to buy a $1,000 purse. Maybe if I get really, really rich someday and win the lottery, I would. So that's why I always like Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. My nose has been pierced for 9 years, and that's crazy to me to even think about, that it's been pierced for 9 years. I love and definitely prefer to be alone. I'm an introvert to the max. I'm really shy, and my charge time, like the time where I like recharge my battery, is when I'm alone. And that brings me to my next one, which is I'm extremely introverted. I'm incredibly shy, incredibly quiet, and I've learned to totally be proud of that, because there's nothing wrong with being shy. There's nothing wrong with being introverted and quiet. It's just who I am, and there's really great like personality traits that come with being shy. I'm a really great listener. I'm really good at giving advice. So if you guys are shy or introverted, don't think it's a flaw. Definitely embrace it and just learn to be proud of it. My phone is always dead or never next to me. Whenever somebody tries to call me, like they can never get a hold of me because it's always dead. I have never once gotten straight A's in my entire life, and it's not that I didn't want them. I just always struggled in school. I have a brain condition called synesthesia, and if you don't know what that is, I would definitely Google it, because you actually might have it too and you just might not know it, because I actually learned that I had it here on YouTube when Miss Glamorazzi was talking about it, and it was the first thing I ever heard of it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I totally have that condition. Or maybe I'll put a link in the lower bar to give you like a definition, but I totally have it, and it's really weird, but it's not like dangerous or anything like that. It's just kind of the way your brain works. I am not a picky eater, but my 2 least favorite foods that I will not eat is barbecue sauce and olives. Ugh. I am planning to get a tattoo sometime soon. Nothing like huge or anything like that, but I definitely want to get one soon, and I already know what it's going to be and where it's going to be, and I'm really, really excited. I totally love tattoos. I'm not one of those people that are going to get like a humongous tattoo or anything like that. I don't think I'm okay with that like size of commitment. Like I'm gonna have that humongous tattoo on me for the rest of my life. As much as I would love to get a huge tattoo, I just don't think I could commit to something huge. But I am gonna get a small one soon. I get really bad anxiety on the 4th of July and when kids are playing with balloons or just balloons in general. When I was born, I was actually a C-section because I was breech. I was double footling breech, which means my feet were down and they were gonna come out first. And then I also had the cord wrapped around my neck and also wrapped around my wrist. I had a crush on the same guy all the way through high school, and we didn't once date in high school. I had my first kiss after winter formal my sophomore year, and it was with this really sweet guy, and he actually had a Hershey's Kiss in his pocket that he took out, and he showed me the kiss, and then he kissed me. It was really sweet, but kind of awkward at the same time. I really wish I had green eyes. My brown eyes I feel like are really boring, and I would love to have green eyes or blue eyes. I have stretch marks all over my hips and my thighs from growing in high school. But what can you do? It doesn't really bother me. I think you just gotta embrace stuff like that because you can't get rid of them. I hate taking showers, and I would not take a shower if I had the choice because I just don't like it. It just is an inconvenience. I want to have tons of kids just so I can name them. I am obsessed with baby names. Literally, like, that is my favorite thing to do, is name kids. Like, the first thing I did when I found out that I was pregnant with Elena was go onto my computer and look up baby names. I am not a germaphobe, which is actually kind of embarrassing. Like, I will literally eat food off the floor. Like, I'm one of those people that doesn't get grossed out by those kinds of things, ever. And my husband always is kind of like, Carah, like, what the heck? It's just, I've never been one of those people that's like germophobic. I just don't really care that much about it, which is probably a little bit naive, but my least favorite meal of the day is lunch. I hate lunch, and I never know what to eat for lunch, and a lot of times I'll just snack all throughout the day. Like, I'll eat breakfast, and I'll just snack until dinner because I never am hungry for lunch. I never know what to eat for lunch. I just don't really like lunch. I hope this is 50. I'm pretty sure it's 50. If it's not 50, then I'm gonna go crazy. Is it blurry? Alright guys, so I hope you guys liked my 50 random facts tag, and I hope that second half wasn't blurry because I just looked at the camera and I'm pretty sure it could have been blurry. But oh well, I'm not gonna go back and refilm it. Well, maybe I will. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below, and if you relate to me on any of these facts, let me know because I think it's kind of fun to relate to people, and I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better. So don't forget to check out my vlog channel if you're interested in our life, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye! If you guys want to see more, you can check out my last video, which is 2 eye looks for bold lips, and you can also check out my vlog channel, which is Carah's Life, which is really fun, and we vlog almost every day. And that's pretty much it, guys, so we'll talk to you later. Bye!